Fifth-year option, Dax Hill. What are we going to do? Because as of May 1st, any first-round pick from 2022 draft class will officially, their fifth-year option will expire. So you have until May 1st, 6 more days from now, before you can't pick up a fifth-year option on Dax Hill. So the Bengals now have this weird scenario where they're going to have to make a decision and make one pretty fast. Now, of course, I'm assuming that they're waiting to see how the draft falls to them before they make a decision on what they're going to do with Dax Hill with that fifth-year option potentially. But if not, they're right now between a rock and a hard place because he has 1 year left on his contract, right? Last season, didn't play that great because he got injured. First year at corner as well. So the new position, gets injured, kind of a mess. I feel like our defense is also going to play a lot better than last year. I think Al Golden's going to do a lot better than Lou did with our defense. So kind of excited about that, but also if he has a baller season, things are going to start becoming very, very expensive. Now, the fifth-year option on Dax Hill would be $12.7 million fully guaranteed. That means no, half guarantee. No, fully guaranteed. That's against the books right when you give him the fifth-year option, which would put him as the 10th highest paid cornerback, right above Trayvon Diggs. So Greg Newsome, Darius Slay, Jamal Dean would be ahead of him, but he would be top 10 for a guy who, again, hasn't really played cornerback that much. And when he tried to last year, he did get injured. So I will be interested to see what the Bengals do. Again, $12.7 million is a lot of money, but if he does have a fantastic season, which I assume he will, I don't see why we don't just sign him to a deal now. Get him under contract now and try to get a good deal now and not wait until next season. Because this is the same situation we kind of fell into with Jamar Chase, with T. Higgins, with a couple of other guys, Trey Hendrickson as well, where you wait to sign somebody, and when you wait, they have a great season, and now their price tag is through the roof. Sometimes it's better to get a contract done before they have the breakout season or amazing season. And again, if our defense does play the level that I think it will play at, especially under Al Golden, Dax Hill's going to look really good. He's 25 years old, going to be 26 when the season starts. This is a young, really good player who, again, playing a new position, but I'm expecting him to play very well at that position. Now, again, depending on how the NFL draft goes, we might have to ask Dax Hill to also play safety, right? He might have to play corner safety, kind of like that hybrid, especially now that he's not going to be a slot corner because now Fig Newton's a slot corner, which going into this offseason, we thought he was going to be a slot corner, but he's not. Now it's Fig Newton, who is now going to be the replacement for Mike Hilton. Dax is going to stay as an outside corner, so we might have to utilize him in both categories here, which obviously is going to raise his price tag even more. If he's a multi-talented player, if we're utilizing him in both different spots, he's going to get more snaps. He's going to be on the field more. Again, just all around, I just want to get this contract done now. I say don't pick up the fifth-year option, but get him under contract before the season kicks off. Even if it's like a 3-year deal, I would try to get him under contract, because the last thing you want to do is be going into next offseason and Dax Hill's a free agent, or Dax Hill is asking for a new deal. And we already know with the Bengals, we don't work out contracts during the season. That's not how we operate. If you don't get a contract done before the season starts, you're not getting one done until the next offseason. So we need to figure something out with Dax Hill, because our secondary right now is very young. Cam Taylor-Britt, DJ Turner, Dax Hill, Josh Newton, Fig Newton, and then Of course, we have like Marco Wilson and whatever. But we have a very young secondary, and we need them to stay together, especially when it comes to working on communication, getting better at communication. The only way you're going to get better at it is by having more play time and having guys like DJ Turner go down with injury, Dax Hill go down with injury. It takes away critical play time from these two guys, so they're not getting that communication. They're not getting that play time with one another. So the more play time, the better. Well, you want to keep the unit together as well. And I think this unit is really freaking good. I know a lot of people trashed our secondary last year, but you have to keep in mind we had injuries across our secondary. Dax goes down. Again, DJ Turner goes down. Then you also have the fact we can't get after the quarterback to save our lives. Linebacking core goes down with Logan Wilson. So, and then again, Joseph Asai already came out and said they didn't have faith that we were going to be a good team anyway. Our defense didn't think we were going to be a good team. So, it was a mess. It was a mess across the board, right? And if it's a mess across the board, you're just not going to have a situation where anything is flowing, anything is gelling. So, this upcoming season, this is the season we need to get right. This is the season we need to hit home runs on. I would just say pay the guy. I'm not saying give him crazy money, but you're not paying him $12.7 million a year. You can't pay that. Arguably, you can't pay him that much for a cornerback who just became a cornerback. But arguably, you could probably pay him like $7 a year, maybe $6 a year. Work out a contract, push money forward, push money toward the future. Try to get this contract done now. Don't delay it. Get it done now. We said the same thing with T. Higgins 2 years ago. If you get the contract done with T. Higgins, he's not costing you $27 million. 2 years ago, or even a year ago, you get the contract done with Jamar Chase, he's not costing you $40-some-odd million, right? You got to get them done before they have the breakout season. When you twiddle your toes and you wait and you take your time, yeah, you might say, well, we have time. Yeah, but at the same time, you lose. You take the L. You end up in a bad situation by delaying the inevitable. You know you're going to have to pay this guy. You know you're going to have to pay that guy. You're going to have to do it now, sooner than later, because procrastination is, I'm pretty sure there's like a saying for that, like the devil's workshop or something. I don't know. Like there's a saying for that, I'm pretty sure. You don't want to procrastinate this. You don't want to push this off. You want to get these contracts done soon. Get them done before the season kicks off. I'm sure at Dax Hill coming off an injury, right, having a bad season, and the defense sucked, you could probably get a contract worked out with him. It's not like he's coming off a fantastic last season, and then he's like, oh, whoa, hold up. What do you mean you want to get a contract done? No, like I just had a great season. Why would I work out a contract now? I want to have another good season and potentially hit free agency, or you give me a contract. Like you want to get this done now. Get contracts done when the player is at the lowest rather than the highest. Like Jamar Chase when he went Triple Crown. And then you work out a contract. Peace out.